All right, IID Hoops here with John Karhoff. You're a prep guy. Who was your high school? Who was your team's rival when you were in high school?
Oh man, it kind of seemed like we like to think of prep that everybody's our rival. Everyone tries to bring their best against us when we play at prep, but we had trouble our junior year beating Benson. We had some great games against them. Playing against Central, and it was a great time. Always West Side,
Yeah, that's my school.
West Side's the traditional rivalry there, but high school playing at prep was a great time. And every single game was a fun game.
What about carrying the Omaha flag? Obviously being an Omaha guy, and then there's some other Omaha players on the team, and now you're playing for the University of Omaha. What's that been like these 4 years?
Yeah, CJ and Caleb. Caleb went to prep with me. CJ went to Benson. We do take pride in that, playing in our hometown. This is where we all grew up, and it's been a lot of fun playing against or playing in front of our family and friends and that.
Right.
Kind of staying in the area, it's fun just to be a part of it, kind of helping this university grow like this.
And you guys, you're top 30 in the country in offensive production, more or less. What's been clicking for the team this year?
I think everyone just as a whole is more comfortable with each other. Last year, we turned it on in the second half of the year, but first half of the year we were new with each other, and it kind of took us a while to gel.
Right.
I think guys this year, they're just really more comfortable with each other. We know where we're going to be at on the floor. And we really have a good feel for each other on the floor.
And talk about, that was obviously a big win for you guys on Saturday at South Dakota State. You snapped a home winning streak that they had. You guys have been really tested on the road all year. Was that helpful in going in there and winning that game?
No doubt, that was huge for us, especially dropping the first two on that road trip, and especially one against Western Illinois, which we felt like we were in the driver's seat that whole game, let it get away. So that's definitely a tough place to play. It was a real fun game though, playing in that environment like that. But that was definitely big for our psyche, kind of winning on the road in a close game like that.
Right, and you guys had a nice one at Nevada earlier this year. Now I know one of your losses, and I know as a player, there's maybe not good losses, but one of your losses was at Iowa, and I know that's a team you grew up really liking a lot. Iowa's turned out now further down the road to be looking like a really good team. Can you tell me about that Iowa team and how good they are?
Yeah, number 10 in the nation right now, I think. Just following them, I still kind of follow them a little bit, but they are a really good team. They've got depth like crazy. If one guy's out on the bench, they've got another guy just as good coming up to replace him. So that's really what makes them tough. And, that was a good experience for us playing there and playing them close like that, and that's just something that's going to help us down the road this season.
Right on. You pay attention to the other. Obviously Creighton and Nebraska are bigger names in the media. Do you, as a college player here, do you pay attention to them at all, or no? Or?
Yeah, we do. Obviously the other night was a big night. Nebraska beating Ohio State, and Creighton going crazy against Villanova. You do pay attention to that stuff. I was watching the Kansas game the other night, and they interviewed some Wichita State guys, and they were talking about how just they kind of represent the state together. So I guess you kind of got to look at it that way, representing the state like that, and it's good for Nebraska basketball as a whole, having teams play well for us, and until we play them, I guess we're representing them.
Right, and we all want you guys to play them. It's just the other people sometimes don't want it as much. So just going along that line a little further, you're climbing up the scoring charts here at UNO. Maybe top 10 in all time by the time you're done. Obviously, Doug's doing some really good things down at Creighton. Talk about kind of what he's doing and what it's like to just kind of be a player in your senior year, just kind of climbing past all these milestones.
Right. Obviously, Doug's a great player. He knows what he's doing out there. He's been a lot of fun just to follow and watch, and the excitement he's brought Omaha is kind of a cool thing to see. But personally, for me, it's just kind of been being more consistent than anything. And I think that's what's kind of gotten me to these points in the books like that. But a lot of it's a lot of great teammates playing with them, and a lot of good coaches. It's fun to be a part of.
Are you a big baseball fan? I see on Twitter you kind of talk about baseball a lot. Who's your team?
I'm a Cubs fan.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
yes.
right?
Yeah, big baseball fan.
And tell me about that trip out to Hawaii you guys had earlier this year. Is that your first time that you'd been there? Or?
First time in Hawaii, yep. It was a great experience. Obviously, the game didn't turn out like we wanted it to. That was another game we felt like we were in the driver's seat and get away. But, that was a good trip, just kind of get away in the middle of winter like that. And seeing some places we don't really see. South Pearl Harbor is a great experience.
And this, I guess, lastly about this team. You guys hadn't won but 11 games the last couple of years, and then now at this point of the season you've won 11 games. You guys are legitimately good. You know, what's clicking for this team this year?
Yeah, I think our non-conference schedule, that was big for us to take care of business during that and get us ready for conference. And you know, we started conference off with a rough road stretch, but we have more home games ahead of us. I think the big part is protecting home court, protecting Ralston, and I think that if we keep doing that, we're going to like where we're at the end of the year.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, John.
No problem. Thanks.